What's good? We back in the building. 3kingsboxing.com. It's your host, 2K. I'm back with another video that YouTube is gonna demonetize. Yo, I don't understand this shit, bro. Every video I make now, right? It starts off green. Then when I get in there to try to edit it to add a picture and add more tags, etc., it automatically goes yellow, tells me I got to request a review. Now, what am I honestly saying in these podcasts that makes them want to demonetize my shit? I mean, is it excessive use of the word dick, pussy? What is it? I mean, what? Well, I just fucked up. They're gonna demonetize this one. Of course, I'm joined with my man Bo. How you doing today, man?
Man, look here, man. I don't think people truly understand what we go through just for this show. I don't think, dog. I don't believe they have the concept of everything we go through outside of regular shit trying to get by and surpass, only to show up here on this show and give you the best boxing knowledge talk there is, man.
Exactly. My man, Too Tough, first one in the building. What's good, family? That's what's up, man. Yeah, man, we do
it, bro.
We do what we can, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot of fucking hurdles we jumping. You know, a whole lot of rings of fires we inside of that we getting out of, you know, and we still make it here every Monday and Thursday. Word up, man. Yo, there's a whole lot to talk about tonight.
Man, look.
Yeah. There's a whole lot to talk about tonight.
I don't know where to start, dog.
Oh, I know where to start. We're going to start with your boy, Abel Sanchez. In these streets!
Afuera de la calle!
Man, you fucked it up with that Mexican shit. Listen.
With Abel Sanchez.
Yo, he out here trying to basically put some disrespect on Golovkin's name. Now, I really don't give a shit. This is a domestic dispute, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying?
It's two hoes fighting over money.
Yeah. Word, bro. Couldn't have said it better myself. You know what I'm saying? You know, Abel Sanchez went to the media and was like, basically, you a fag, a phony, a fan, a pussy, a stand. I still whip your ass. You 36 in a boxing ring. You Tybo hoe trying to work it out. You trying to kick knowledge. Oh, wait, my bad. That was Nas.
Now I'm about to say, dog, wait a minute. All right, this sounds familiar, guys. Hey, who talk like that? Like, wait a minute.
My bad. I got a little carried away. That was Nas said that to Jay-Z. My bad, dog. But he said kind of the same shit, right? He was like, yeah, Golovkin out here in these streets, greedy to a motherfucker. You know, he over here ungrateful for everything I did for him. I mean, everything you see, I did that. Abel Sanchez, bro. Matter of fact, Gennady Golovkin needs to change his name to Gennady Golovkin / Sanchez, bro. Real talk.
I sunned him.
I sunned him. Yeah. But that's, say all that, but that's how he's talking. You know what I'm saying? That's how he's talking. Right. My man Two Tough was like, Abel did not eat the 3G. Exactly. It was an attempt. And that's why in the title, I say he's alone in these streets. Because really, at the end of the day, nobody's really fucking with what Abel's got to say. There's two sides to this, right? In terms of the people that are listening and the judgments that they're passing. The first side is going to be the people who are like hardcore Golovkin fans. You got these motherfuckers out here saying, well, and Bo would tell you, you got these motherfuckers out here saying Golovkin don't even need a trainer. So they don't give a shit what Abel got to say, right? And then you got cats that are actually analyzing the situation. And if you really look at Gennady Golovkin and you look at how good of a trainer Abel Sanchez really is, you come to the conclusion that, well, really, Abel really didn't really teach Gennady Golovkin much more than what he could have taught him in the gym. If you look at Canelo Alvarez, Gennady Golovkin 1 and 2, Abel Sanchez had no adjustment plan for Gennady Golovkin. None. Just like with Murat Gassiev, Abel Sanchez had no adjustment plan for Murat Gassiev against Alexander Usyk, right? So Abel Sanchez is actually turning into a trainer that is really just good for you, you know, a nigga to hold the mitts. You know what I'm saying? Hold the mitts. You know, nigga will hold the bag and shit while you throwing combinations on it, and that's about it. You know, he's actually turning into that kind of guy, and people are starting to understand that. Me personally, Abel Sanchez has been with Gennady Golovkin since he fought Gregors Prox, I believe, in 2011. That was, or 2011, 2012. That was his USA debut, right?
Right.
To me, Gennady Golovkin is really the same guy. He's just been fighting guys who were much less competition. And he's been knocking them all out until he stepped up, right, to Daniel Jacobs, and then looked too good against him, and then ultimately lost to Canelo Alvarez. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
He's really the same guy. He's just getting older. To me, Abel Sanchez really didn't provide no change in his style. A lot of the shit that you see Golovkin doing, he's doing the shit in the amateurs. Abel Sanchez didn't provide anything extra for Gennady Golovkin, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? A very good motivator. Talked a lot of shit. Pretty much big up Golovkin, motivated him. Actually got him a lot of eyes. You know what I'm saying? HBO was already on him, but a lot of people started liking Golovkin because some of the shit that Abel Sanchez was saying that was big upping him. For example, they're talking about Golovkin knocking out heavyweights. Golovkin didn't say that. Abel Sanchez did. You see what I'm saying? So what's one of the biggest things that a lot of people...
I have to interrupt you. Was that Golovkin or was that Errol Spence?
Yeah, right. Right, exactly.
Oh, shit.
You know, but one of the things, Bo, you could second this if you like. But one of the things a lot of Golovkin fans like to mention when they talk about Golovkin's power is, well, he knocked out heavyweights and cruiserweights.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They got that from Abel, not Golovkin. So that'll tell you a lot of people were actually feeling a lot of shit that Abel said about Golovkin that was running with it. But that's all he really was, a good motivator and a good push, right? What do you think about this shit, man?
For a very long time, Abel Sanchez have been writing checks that Gennady Golovkin has not been able to cash. Abel Sanchez said Golovkin can beat anybody from 156 to 154 to 175. Yeah, 154 to 168.
No, you said 175.
Okay.
175.
Okay. Abel said that, right? Abel was telling us about how he knocked down Kovalev and giving us the things that was going on behind the scenes in training camp. This is Abel said. But I have no sympathy for Abel, and this is why I have no sympathy for Abel. Abel also said about the black style and how that style does not sell. Dismissing the fact that he did train black fighters. Okay. Dismissing the fact that he trained black fighters like, you know, Terry Norris, which when you think about it, the way he trained Terry Norris wasn't conducive to Terry Norris because of what happened to him later on in his career. But the point I'm trying to make is he didn't like that style. Why? Because that was the style that he couldn't train you to be. You just you're at Gassiev. Okay. You Daniel Jacobs. Okay. Hell, even Joe Joyce was in there struggling with Bermain Savard. He beat him, but it's like, he was getting hit back too with some stuff.
Right.
All right. So Joe Joyce has left him. Now his top dog left him. Okay. And that's Gennady Golovkin. Now, if you want to make the argument it was over money and all that, personally, I'm going to put it to you like this. That's breaking the code. Because he ran to the media immediately.
Sure did.
He wasted no time.
Sure did.
And the reason why I was breaking the code is because he didn't wait till it came out he was leaving to be asked about it, then talked about it. No, he immediately rushed, told the media why, because he wanted to get him on his side.
Right. He
immediately wanted the media to be on his side, like they've been in the past. Right. And remember now, Abel got in trouble before when he accused shout out to Dante Boxing Nation them of trying to say what he said was racial when actually Abel it was, because you said that style of fighting, that black style of fighting doesn't sell. Okay. Right. Sorry, it was, right? So he immediately runs to the media, gives the entire spiel. He offered me a third of what I was originally making. And now he just, especially since he just got this big new contract. So trying to get the media and people on his side, Abel made it about money because he said his words was, he offered me a third of what I normally get paid after he just signed, after I just got him this huge contract with DAZN.
Right.
Okay. So Abel made it about money. That's out because Triple G was just like, hey man, he's not my trainer no more. Abel made it about money. Abel ran and started snitching. And now when people looking at it, and here's a reality, this is the straight up reality of it. Okay. Triple G is in a position where he doesn't need you. Why? Because DAZN gave him a fat amount of money and they gave him percentage of DAZN. They gave that to Gennady Golovkin. They didn't say Gennady Golovkin and Abel Sanchez. They said Gennady Golovkin. Okay. Triple G does have his own little promotional managerial thing going on right now.
Right.
Okay? So Triple G is in a position, Abel. Even if you want to say you got me there, and I'm not going to say you didn't, because yes, you did big up him. Yes, you did you gave him character, Mexican style, coming to the ring, and I've always said, man, if I was a really black man, I'd be pissed off that you got this dude from Kazakhstan acting like he's part of my heritage.
I know, yeah. I never
said that shit would piss me the fuck off.
Yeah, right.
That shit would piss me the fuck off, right?
Right.
So that was Abel that did that, gave Triple G character, Mexican style, and had him come into the ring. Abel did all that. So yes, you can say Abel probably made him marketable, but I say no, Abel made him noticeable. What made Triple G marketable was Triple G is naturally a nice guy, smile, and can get in the ring and fucking fight and knock motherfuckers out. That's what made the motherfucker marketable, was that.
Right.
But when Gennady Golovkin got in there, like you said, with Daniel Jacobs, with Canelo twice, and struggled, maybe Golovkin said to himself, hey man, I ain't getting no better. I'm 36 years old. I ain't getting no better. I don't see no improvement while I'm with you.
Right.
So Big Drama Show actually gave us big drama. Bye. Kick rocks. Because at the end of the day, no one's going to remember like when Gennady Golovkin fight next, ain't nobody gonna remember Abel Sanchez. They're gonna say Golovkin without Abel Sanchez looked good tonight. He ran over Roll and now enjoying his big like he's gonna go on and enjoy his big contract. Now Abel can he's a good enough trainer where somebody else will pick him up, okay? And he's a good enough name to where other guys will seek him out. But I have no sympathy for somebody like Abel Sanchez as a trainer when this is what happens in boxing. Once a fighter reaches a certain point or feels, a certain way, or start going his own way doing business, that this is what they're going to happen. Andre Ward is no longer fighting, and there's no more for Andre and Virgil Hunter, right? So I'm not saying he left him. I'm just saying he's not fighting, and this is what Gennady Golovkin is look like. And at the end of the day, if Gennady want to give you a third of what he gave you last time, Abel, that's still a third more than what you're gonna give from the other fighters because nobody else is the earner that Gennady Golovkin is.
Right.
Okay. And I see my man, somebody said Abel wanted $10 million for 6 fights.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
like,
look,
do
man,
you really think Golovkin gonna fight 6 fights right now in his career?
I think his contract is 3.
Okay.
So my thing is, man, look, I'm not big on the numbers. I'm one of those that really doesn't give a shit about the numbers. I don't care what Abel Sanchez got paid previously, nor do I give a fuck what Gennady Golovkin offered him now. My point is, this is a great move, in my opinion, because Abel Sanchez really was nothing to Gennady Golovkin at this point in his career. I've seen it too many times with Abel. We already mentioned Murat Gassiev. Joe Joyce figured it out early with 3 fights in. He said, all right, fuck it, I'm going to get Adam Booth. Adam Booth is one of the most celebrated British trainers they have out there. Him and Dominic Ingram. You know what I'm saying? So he actually left a guy who hasn't been doing anything for a lot of fighters for quite some time to a guy who's actually very respected in his home country. You see what I'm saying? So Joe Joyce figured it out. Gennady Golovkin figured it out. That's probably why he didn't want to offer him what he was asking for. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. Listen, man, I told cats for a long time that Abel Sanchez is just a, how do I put it? A motherfucker that's a part of Gennady Golovkin's entourage. I've been saying that since he fought Daniel Jacobs, bro. When I saw what I saw in that Jacobs fight, and we're not gonna get into who won and who lost that fight. The point is, Gennady Golovkin had moments in that fight where he was struggling, where it was clear what decision he needed to make in terms of an adjustment, and Abel Sanchez was not instructing him on what to do to make that fucking adjustment. Right?
Right.
When I saw that, I said, look, this dude is not the kind of trainer that's going to be able to keep Gennady Golovkin on top of the middleweight division. He's not. And I believe Golovkin saw that, said, hey, bro, if I paid you $30 before I got this DAZN deal, I'll pay you $32 now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And was like, hold up, man, I'm looking for $60, man, 70. Nah, bro, I'll give you a $2 raise because that's all you about. And that's what happened. But the fact that Abel Sanchez is coming out and saying what he's saying is hilarious, bro. And that tells you that Abel Sanchez is nothing but a hype man. Remember, Gennady Golovkin could do no fucking wrong, bro. No wrong. Whoever had a problem with Gennady Golovkin, it was their fault. It was never Golovkin. He was the greatest human being on earth. As soon as he didn't get them ducats, that guap, you know what I'm saying? The money bags. Soon as he didn't get none of that, all of a sudden, Gennady Golovkin's this greedy ass, ungrateful individual. Immediately in the media, just tried to defame him, tried to make him look like a buster. You know what I'm saying? And to many people, they're like, well, hold on, bro. We remember everything Golovkin did. If this nigga took a shit, it was the most beautiful shit you ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Look at Abel Sanchez would have came in the media. Look at the curves in his doo-doo. Perfect. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's how they am I lying, fam? That's how he was.
Yeah, that's how he was.
Saying? And now he's the worst individual on the planet because he didn't get them ducats. So and I have to applaud boxing fans in this situation. Maybe it's more so because there's a bunch of Gennady Golovkin lovers out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say something real quick, bro. I remember I seen a post on Facebook recently. This name, I don't remember the chick. I knew who she was. I don't remember her name. Fuck it, don't matter. Point being, it was a female they posted, right? And it was supposed to be a Gennady Golovkin female. She looked like Gennady Golovkin lookalike. She looked like she could have been related to him, right? Maybe a sister or something, right? A motherfucker actually said, bro, man, Gennady Golovkin as a girl, I'd holler. That's how serious these Golovkin fans are about him.
Oh my god, that's disturbing.
That's very disturbing, bro. That was on Facebook. I'm gonna try to go find that post and send it to you. But yeah, that's how these Golovkin fans are, bro. A lot of them are like that. So maybe it's because you know the how extreme they are. They're already dismissing Abel Sanchez. But the ones that I've actually been looking at, kind of monitoring this story when we printed it out, we published it early yesterday. A lot of people are just like, nah, man, Abel's phony because I see him saying this, you know, and now he's like this because he didn't get what he wanted. His credibility's shot now. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
He acting like a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He's acting like a bitch.
Beta.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. He looked at this the contract you offered me? Hello. Hey, let me tell y'all this motherfucker. This motherfucker right here. All y'all, come on, everybody, gather around. This motherfucker got this big ass contract. Gonna give me this goddamn. Who the fuck this motherfucker think he is? He wouldn't be shit without me. That's what a bitch do when you leave her. This nigga gonna leave this motherfucking pussy. How dare that motherfucker? I bought his motherfucking clothes. I dressed this motherfucker. How dare him and that fat bitch. Fuck him and that fat bitch. That's I know that's how they
do. Yo, that nigga Abel gonna be outside of Gennady Golovkin's crib, bro, tonight, man. Calling that nigga phone every 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Why you won't answer the phone, Gennady? I've been calling you every hour. I want to talk. Let's just talk, Gennady. Please. That's gonna be Abel punk ass tonight, bro. Guarantee you. His wife gonna be
trying to negotiate in the media. Then I remember when Andre Ward told me, he said, man, I don't negotiate in the media.
Yep.
He's trying to negotiate in the media.
He's trying to negotiate in the media. Exactly, bro. This shit is hilarious. And a lot of people are also remembering the things that he said that's putting him in hot water as well about what you mentioned earlier about black fighters, right?
Yes,
He was talking mainly about Jamal Charlo, right?
Yeah,
we're not going to give him that fight. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to give him that fight because his style is not interesting. You know, that particular style is just not interesting. Well, a lot of people are vilifying him now about that. Motherfuckers that were quiet back in the day when they said that because they were riding with the whole Triple G Abel Sanchez train, they done came out now and been like, yeah, I remember when a nigga said this. You know what I'm saying? Man, this is a domino effect for Abel, bro. I don't know. Listen, I don't know if Murad Gassiev is even still with him. Is he still with him?
That's I don't know. Question. I ain't heard nothing about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Hell yeah, overhead. He said Abel burning up all GGG gear up in the mountains, tearing all posters and shit off the gym wall. Hell yeah. He doing what the Cleveland fans did to LeBron when he went to Miami, bro. That's what he doing right now. Triple G shirts, jackets, all that shit, nigga burnt up. Yeah. Yeah. Because he motherfucker had a whole wardrobe of Triple G shit. Hats, jacket, socks. Nigga had Triple G draws, nigga. He had Triple G draws.
Nigga probably had a Gennady Golovkin grandson. He changed his name.
Yeah. Man, his son was Alejandro until he met Triple G. Now his name is Gennady. You know what I'm saying? Gennady Alejandro Sanchez, nigga. Word life. But get the fuck out of here, man.
I feel bad, man. We shouldn't be kicking this man while he's down. But since we already got started.
Yeah. I ain't got no goddamn sympathy for Abel Sanchez, man. He been on that bullshit for a long time.
Yes, yeah.
And the bullshit comes to bite you in your ass at the end of the day. That's what happens, man. Your motherfucking number one dude basically said, fuck you, bro. I'm out. He should go hire somebody like Freddie Roach just for the fuck of it. Because Abel Sanchez don't like Freddie. That's what he should do. Hire Freddie Roach.
No. He should actually, you know what he should do to piss off Abel Sanchez? He should hire Canelo Alvarez as trainer.
Oh, damn. Reynoso.
Just for this one fight. He should get them trainers, look spectacular, and then say, this is what great teaching do for you. It makes you a better fighter.
Yep.
You should do that, man.
Exactly. My man Too Tough said the Gassiev-Usyk fight was the fight that confirmed he's not a great corner man. We agreed. Exactly. I agree with y'all 100% too. We said that earlier. Exactly, man. I even going back to the Orlin Norris and Terry Norris brothers, you know what I'm saying? When he had them, I thought he was a better trainer than what he is now. But even then, I didn't think he was that great. I never thought he was a great trainer, man.
No.
Never. I thought he was vastly overrated with Gennady Golovkin. That's really where he came out of, he peaked pretty much as when he had Gennady Golovkin. My man Too Tough said hire Virgil Hunter. Yeah, I don't feel sorry for him either. W. Robinson 211. I don't feel sorry for this motherfucker. Not all the shit he talk. No, this is karma, man. Real talk. So it is what it is. It's gonna be interesting to see what Gennady Golovkin does next. As soon as that announcement comes out, of course, we're gonna have that shit up on 3kingsboxing.com. All right, but what you got for me next, man?
Man, look here, man. Devin Haney is out here in them streets. Doing things, dog.
That's a bad motherfucker right there, bro.
Supposed to be doing as a fighter and as someone who is preparing yourself for your betterment of your future. Now, let's get something clear and straight, because everybody seems to think Devin Haney is a PBC fighter. No, the fuck he isn't. Al Heyman has no footprints, imprints, handprints, fingerprints, eyeball prints, air lash, fucking nothing of Heyman and PBC is attached to or part of Devin Haney. Right. Devin Haney and Devin Haney Promotions is a family business that Devin Haney and his family has started. And they've done good things and got his career to the point where Devin Haney now has signed a lucrative contract with DAZN. Devin Haney, the tender age of 21, nigga, I think I got hair on my balls older than him.
Yeah.
I'm shaved hair off the back of my ass older than him. And he's out here Don't get it twisted. He getting his fight game on, but he's also getting his business on.
That's a bad motherfucker, man.
That's a dude. When you think about how smart he is, Devin Haney pretty much is saying that's why the whole I'm not gonna say no names, but there was a couple groups I was in. I'm not gonna get them the satisfaction of having their name heard by me.
Right.
But there was a couple groups I was in, was out there talking about something, hey, you got Teofimo Lopez out doing Devin Haney. And I'm thinking to myself, is you stupid?
Yeah.
Is you fucking stupid? Haney got see, Haney don't have to do it. Teofimo Lopez got to sell himself. That's why he's doing what he's doing. And you know what? More props to him. You're supposed to do that. Haney ain't got to do that. I am my own promoter. What I need to sell myself for? I just write my own checks for me. Now he's signing with DAZN. So not only has a promotion company, he has DAZN backing him to further push his career. Devin Haney pretty much is in a position where he's saying, well, not just what you can do for me or what I can do for you. He can look at other fighters who come into him and he can say, hey man, look, check this out. I got a platform, 2 platforms. What you guys want? Show me some stuff. Maybe I'll get you looked at and signed. He's a boss. Devin Haney is a fucking boss. 2K, man, go ahead, man.
Bro,
drop some shit on these dudes, man.
At 21 years old, this motherfucker negotiated not only a fighter deal, but a deal as a promoter with DAZN. Bro, let me just tell you something, man. Y'all remember the beef between him and Shakur Stevenson, right? Shakur Stevenson talking all that shit. Well, look at the state of these two motherfuckers now.
Mm-hmm.
See, Devin Haney gave that little dumb motherfucker the best advice he could have, right? He said, yo, you at 126, I'm at 135. You worry about your career, I'll worry about mine. Basically, the little nigga son the other little nigga. You got one little nigga that's out here in these streets. Acting like a real man. And you got another little nigga acting like a real bitch. You know what I'm saying? Getting in street fights and shit, jumping niggas, hitting bitches. You know what I'm saying? Nigga got a court case. While the other one, nigga just signed a lucrative deal for himself and his promotional fucking company. This nigga signing his own checks, B, at 21.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the only criticism...
Let's make one correction, guys. It's a partnership.
Yeah, partnership.
It's a partnership.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, it's a partnership, which means he's not being promoted by DAZN. He's partnering with DAZN to help with his own promotional company.
Right.
Partnership. Right. Meaning that him and DAZN are they sit down at the table and make business deals. That's what we talking about.
Overhand. He's a DAZN fighter and he's partnered with Eddie Hearn, dealing with his promotional company. That's the deal. He's not a matchroom fighter per se. He's a DAZN fighter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but he's got a partnership with Matchroom. That's what he's doing right now. So this nigga said G5 said, who's speaking right now? He sounds white.
Yeah, man.
Get your bitch ass out of here, nigga.
Okay. Yeah.
Do I sound white, motherfucker? Get your bitch ass out of here.
He was talking about me. Yeah, man. It's okay. Calm down.
Get your bitch ass out of here, nigga.
Calm down, brother. Hey, brother. It's all right. He was talking about me. I was talking a second ago. It's a delayed response.
This nigga G5. All right, here we go. But check this out, though. You got a hoe ass nigga, basically, who's on the other side watching this man that he was talking shit about. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, my man, Too Tough, white dude from the streets. Them boys don't know, bro. Leave G5 alone, man. Leave that motherfucker alone, man. G5. Your goddamn drawers out your ass, nigga.
my man Rob, they clowned him in the chat. Rob said, no such thing as sounding white. Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here, man.
Oh my God. Leave him alone, man. You know what I'm saying? He probably ain't heard nobody from the streets talk like this.
Motherfucker getting cyber smacked around and shit, bro. That's embarrassing. All right, man. Let me get back on my damn topic, man. Hey, I be getting sidetracked, bro. I be getting sidetracked sometimes. The point I'm trying to fucking make is Devin Haney is the quintessential example of what I want Shakir Stevenson to become. I don't want, Shakir doesn't have to run his own promotional company, nothing like that. But what I was talking about when it comes to Ayanna Mayweather, you know what I'm saying? Other situations like this shit with David Grayton, you know what I'm saying? Talking shit all over social media. He don't got to be that dude in order to get the attention he wants. You see what I'm saying? Devin Haney is doing big shit. The only criticism I got of Devin Haney is that he fucked Black China. That's it. That's the only criticism I got.
I don't know if that's a criticism.
That's a criticism. That's an ugly bitch, man. He get a better bitch than that.
She got a big
ass. I'm saying?
She got a big ass, dog.
Man, now that ass is super fake, nigga.
That's okay, man.
Bro, that ass is cement and fucking super glue, nigga. That shit cement and super glue, nigga.
That motherfucker pillow cotton and duct tape.
Nasty shit, bro. Your dick break off in that, nigga. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like she fucking he fuck with Black China. That's the only criticism I got of Devin Haney, bro. Right? And now I just need him to get a big fight and win it. Now I can't remember who it was. It's somewhere up here that said Devin Haney might fight Luke Campbell next. I like that fight. Actually, I think Devin Haney, if I'm not mistaken, is ranked in the top 10 in the WBC, where Luke Campbell is number 1 at that particular weight or organization right now. So if that's the case, they actually make that fight. That's a good fight for him to get a big ass boost on DAZN. You see what I'm saying? Look, man, y'all know I don't align myself with nobody, right? I don't fuck with nobody in this game because the game is not nice to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep it 100% right down the middle. Now, I have contacts and shit that I'm cool with, a bunch of contacts, trainers, fighters, you know, people that are involved with promotional companies, etc. We got a bunch of contacts that we're cool with and that we respect and they respect us. But at the same time, we won't hesitate to get in that ass, no homo, if they're fucking up. We're not aligned with them, right? But Devin Haney's a guy that I got to say that if I would align myself with somebody, it would be Devin Haney, especially me being a business owner. I can respect a little nigga that has the same kind of mentality at that age, bro, to be able to own his own shit and to be his own fucking boss. And he's out there making them fucking moves to be his own boss and to solidify his shit, bro. Whereas the other little nigga that they like to compare him to got a court case right now. Come on, man. So when y'all think, who should I follow if you decide to follow one of these guys, Shakir Stevenson or Devin Haney, it's got to be Devin Haney. He's doing everything he should do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hell yeah. Weed degree, that's huge for a young man like Haney, man. My man Virtuoso said Devin Haney looks like lightweight Andre.
Yeah, said, from the video game.
A lightweight Andre Bishop from Fight Night Champion.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
No, but all jokes aside, man, I appreciate Devin Haney for what he's doing. He's a fucking good ass role model for anybody who's getting into the sport. And me and Bo talked about this, off the air and shit one day. A role model and a mentor doesn't have to be somebody that's older than you. It could be somebody that's younger than you that's doing things that you aspire to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney is a fucking role model, right? And can be a mentor for niggas that's 35 years old looking into retire. You know what I'm saying? In boxing, young kids that are coming in, that aspire to do things. He is that dude in boxing right now, straight up and down. Word life. Man, let's go to the next one. And I know both skipped this one on purpose. El Cuba.
No, that wasn't on here.
Yeah, it is.
No, it ain't. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, it's on there. You see it. No,
it ain't on the docket.
Yeah, it's on the second one. It's on the second one. You see it. It's the second one at the top. Look at the title. It's at the top.
Hold on, man. No, I'm. Oh,
look at the title.
This nigga. I ain't looking at that. I'm looking at down here. Oh, cool. You know what? Cool. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was there. Oh, cool. Let's go. I want to talk about this.
I did miss it on the description. That's my bad. But y'all already know what it is now, right? Y'all already know what it is now. Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn, apparently was out there talking with Luis Ortiz, right? Now, we went ahead and broke a story talking about Ortiz's manager basically saying, hey, our guy's going to be ready June 1st. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is before all the shit that came out, right?
Yes.
Terrell Miller's out. Manager said, hey, Luis Ortiz is going to be ready June 1st. When we posted that story, Luis Ortiz went to our Facebook page and commented on that story. And he told us, he said, give me $10 million. He said it in broken English. It was real fucked up. Talking about I'll split his ass. Some shit. Point is, he said, give me 10 million and I'll whoop the nigga ass. Right? Now, that shit went pretty viral. That whole story went pretty viral. Right?
Yes.
Days later, Luis Ortiz comes out on Instagram and says, yo, the fight is off. It's not happening. Eddie Hearn tried to lowball me. You know what I'm saying? Basically, there was a lot of cats asking me on Twitter, well, why isn't Luis Ortiz saying anything? Why is he so quiet? Well, he addressed that on his Instagram post. He said, I was quiet at the direction of Eddie Hearn. They didn't want me talking about the negotiations that we're currently going through, right? So basically, I had to be quiet based on, his recommendation, right? Now, he's going to do that because Eddie Hearn's got the, he top motherfucker right now in terms of negotiating with Luis Ortiz. He's trying to get the fight, so he's going to be quiet, cool, right? But he said, I found out it was just a ploy, it was just a gimmick. They really didn't want the fight, and they lowballed me, right? Eddie Hearn comes out and says, hey, we offered this motherfucker more than $5 million. Now, he didn't really say how much he offered him, but he said it was more than $5 million.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the deal. Why I asked, did Luis Ortiz drop the ball? Why the fuck does it matter how much you're getting paid, in my opinion? Now, I agree he shouldn't get paid less than $500K because I believe that's what he got against Deontay Wilder, which was his biggest purse, right? So they shouldn't pay him less than $500K, right? That's number one. Number two, they should pay him more than what they would initially give him if this fight was being negotiated with the 12-week training camp ahead of them, right?
Okay.
They should give him more than that because this is a fight on 5 weeks' notice. All right. A lot of people are saying 6.5. You got to understand the logistics to get the deal done. And then on top of that, fighters typically end training camp a week before the fight night. So it's 5 weeks when you factor all that shit in. All right. 5-week training camp. So you got to give him a little bit more money because he wasn't training for Anthony Joshua if he was training at all. You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
So you got to give him a little bit more money. Now, my deal is, and my man Julio took it out of my mouth just now, the $5 million that they gave Jarrell Miller, I feel like that would have been good enough.
No, they was giving him 7.
Right. But I heard I heard they were giving him 7. Luis Ortiz clearly said he wanted 10. He wanted double. Said that on our Facebook post. Right? Did he drop the ball, Bo? Did he drop the ball?
You know, here at Three Kings Boxing, we pride ourselves on not being biased. We pride ourselves on calling it down the middle, right? But no matter how much you pride yourself on something, every now and then there's always an exception to every rule, correct? No matter how much you try to be consistent to be the same, there's always an exception to the rule. So this is a case where, y'all know me, I hate double standards, but sometimes double standards has to be there because a certain amount of loyalty have to be in place. So with that being said, on this show today, I'm going to say, no, Luis Ortiz does not drop the ball. He slammed the motherfucker down to the floor, stepped on it, smashed it, let the motherfucker air out of it, then dropped the goddamn brick on top of it. That's what the fuck he did. That's what the fuck he did. Oh, y'all thought I was going to buy that bullshit? The fuck out of here. I was not going to side that bullshit. Here's the reality, okay? let's keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it totally 100% and a buck because I can't roll with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather them say what I believe, which is they felt that wasn't enough time to get him ready. That's what I believe. I believe 40 years old. Honestly, you say 5.5. I say 4.5 because normally the last 2 weeks is meetings, meetings, traveling, and all that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 4 weeks training wasn't enough. Now, this all could have been avoided if they just would have kept their fucking mouth shut and just say the fight is off. Eddie only came out and said something. Them niggas talking about some low ball. We offered this. And mind you, but that's Ortiz's tweet. They said several offers.
Understand though, that's Eddie Hearn. I don't take what any promoter says to heart, really.
Right.
I throw the information out there and let other people interpret it. Now, the 7 million, that figure came from Eddie Hearn. That's why I wasn't going to mention it. That's why I said Eddie Hearn said what he offered him, or I said Eddie Hearn said he offered him more, but he didn't really say what he offered him. That's why I said that, because I didn't want that figure out.
Well, I've been hearing from certain sources it was 5 million. Okay. But the reality is this, though. And here's the reality. You can't ask for more money than what the original motherfucker was going to get that was fighting. You can't do that. I'm sorry. Now, I felt if they'd offered him the same amount they was offering Jarrell Miller, cool. Okay? Because do I feel Luis Ortiz is a bigger scalp than Jarrell Miller? Yeah, of course. Do I feel Luis Ortiz is more accomplished? Because we are talking about a former WBA interim champion. Okay, yes, of course. We're also talking about a top 5 heavyweight in every division. Okay, yes, of course. We also talking about a difficult fight. And remind you, they claim, hey man, we made several offers. This was Luis Ortiz when he said that, when his team said it, several offers. So they felt like maybe the first offer was a low ball or not. But if they did offer them 5 million, okay, hell, some people even said, man, he got what, 500K for Wilder. Hell, if they offered him 3 or 4 million.
And that's where I was at. Nigga, you could have got 1 million.
Right. You were supposed to take this fight because number one, it is for 3 belts.
Yep.
This is why I feel to my heart and my soul, I feel that it wasn't enough time in training camp for them.
I agree 100%.
I feel that it just wasn't enough time. And instead of them saying, listen, man, we need a full training camp. I wouldn't have had a problem. Now, some people always bring up the fact, hey, Terrence Crawford took a fight with Ricky Burns, but it's Ricky Burns. It ain't fucking Joshua. But okay.
Well, Adam Kalnaki said that. It's not enough time for training.
Right. And nobody fucked with him when he said it, right? And because people always like to try to when they don't like you, they try to lump certain things together that don't make no fucking sense to me. Oh, well, Terrence Crawford took a fight on 4 week notice to go over to the UK and fight. It was Ricky fucking Burns. Right. Are you really gonna try to compare what Ricky Burns can do from a skill set to what fucking Joshua does? Are you kidding me? Ricky Burns, nigga, I'll take a fucking 2 week notice to fight Ricky Burns. Shit, Ricky fucking Burns, motherfucker. I'm 50. Okay, that was Ricky Burns. Somebody brought up Vitaly Klitschko. I think took a fight with Lynch Lewis on 5 week notice. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
I don't remember that one. But the fact of the matter is, man, let's say they'd offer. I'm gonna go with the 5 million because that's what a couple of sources I've talked to said. You win the fight, you ask for double in the next fucking fight. That's it. You win the fight, you take this 5 million, win the fight. Okay, motherfucker, I want 10. Okay, because the reality is, I'm not giving nobody that's not holding a fucking belt $10 million. You don't have a belt coming to the table. The fuck should I offer you $10 million for?
Very well said. Yep.
I'm not doing it. You're a fucking if you was a former world champion, I consider it. I give it a thought. But you're not a former world champion. It is a big motherfucking opportunity. We still gotta wonder if your history ain't gonna pop up on us as far as PEDs. Right. And motherfuckers might hate me saying it, but that's the fucking truth. So at the end of the day, it just boiled down to me is they felt it wasn't enough time, right, to have in training camp. And they also, in my honest opinion, man, they tried to feed off of the fact that yes, a lot of fighters have been coming out complaining about Eddie Hearn's low, but Dylan White had that same complaint. Okay, so a lot of fighters have been complaining about him not making them legit offers and and stuff of the nature. But in this instance, but you're talking about the fighters that are complaining had legitimate complaints and concerns. This is the instant where no, you like Dylan White was like, man, they offer me damn near the same amount I got to fight Derek Chisora. How the fuck you do that to me? I'm like, yeah, you're absolutely right. Okay, because you've come a long way since then. This is the situation where they offered you 3, 4, 5, 10 times more than what you made fighting Deontay Wilder. And if it's I'm gonna go with 5, but hell, I'll even say if it was $3.5 million, you cannot ask for more than what the original fighter was going to fucking get. Luis Ortiz's team has not done things in his best fucking interest. And I said this back when he failed that drug test and nobody put on there that he was taking high blood pressure. I said, motherfucker should have been fired fucking then.
Absolutely.
His team is giving him bad advice and they're not doing the right thing as far as Murumi's career. They thought they had Eddie Hearn's corner. They thought they had the upper hand. And I don't know where motherfuckers that's not bringing nothing to the table but their name when I'm bringing 3 belts to the table think you're going to pressure me. They told him, fuck it, kick rocks, motherfucker, we good.
We good. This is what I thought. When he put 10 million on our chat or on our article as a comment, I was like, oh, he fucking around. He don't really speak good English. You know what I'm saying?
Because he put 10 dot.
Yeah, he put a dot instead of a comma. So, it was like $10, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really mean that. You know what I'm saying? But he meant it. And my thing is this, and my man Weed Degree said it best. He said, take those belts. That's my position. Nigga, you could have offered me 90K or 900K, only 400K more than my best, my biggest purse. The fact that this is 3 titles, right? And Bo, you mentioned it earlier. You said, win the fight, ask for 10 million. I do you one even better. Look good in the fight. You have a good negotiating tool, even if you lose.
Even if you
look good in the fight, I'm not saying you can ask for 10 million now, but even if you fucking lose, you have something to negotiate with. Because remember, they're already promising him the Deontay Wilder rematch at the end of the year, right?
And do you think he's gonna get 10 million for that?
Absolutely, he won't. I don't even think he gets 5 million for that, bro.
I don't even think.
And the reason why I don't think he gets 5 million is because they're going to use the fact that they only paid him 500K the first time, and he's the losing fighter.
Yeah.
So he might get another 200K behind that.
I don't even think he gets.
Yeah, he probably won't get one. He probably won't. But my thing is, this is for 3 belts, dog. Now, if you win, you are the unified champion. You are above the guy you lost to if you win this fight. You see what I'm saying? He's above Wilder. Now he calls the shots if he wins this fight, right?
Yeah.
If you lose and then say you get knocked out, well, shit, you went for a motherfucker that had 3 belts. You should be proud of yourself. You actually tried it, right?
2K, it's not
hold
even.
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
If you fucking lose and you look good, you have a negotiating tool now. When you negotiate with Wilder or anybody else in the division, right? It's just like with Tyson Fury. He got a draw. People thought he won, right? But the point is he got a draw, but he looked good in that draw. Look what happened to Tyson Fury. Nigga got an ESPN deal now. You see what I'm saying? Not saying Luis Ortiz would get an ESPN deal or anything like that off of looking good against Anthony Joshua. He could, but the thing is, he has a negotiating tool now. Like, look, I took the unified champion 12 rounds and he barely beat me. What can you offer? I want this. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, man.
I was finna say, I'm gonna answer this question here. Too Tough said if Al told him to decline the 5 million, you think he's guaranteeing him that in the rematch? Here's something I want to say to that. A lot of people is gonna blame this on Al Heyman because for whatever reason, Al Heyman gets blamed for when another grown man makes a fucking decision. I don't understand that. Okay, I've never understood how a grown man gets the blame for what another grown man decides to do. But this is Al Heyman's fault because Luis Ortiz, like 2K said, responded to our post by saying, "I want 10 million." Right. That was Luis Ortiz that said that. Right. Like immediately when we went up talking about the article, Luis Ortiz said, "I want 10 million." That I don't think he had enough time to talk to Al Heyman for him to say, no, ask for this amount. No, he said that.
No, he said that. We had just posted that article, man.
Yeah, and he said, no, I want 10 million, right? Now, there is some history there. Luis Ortiz has always felt some kind of way about Eddie Hearn because he felt like, man, you brought me over here and never gave me the fight with Joshua. So if you want me to fight him now, I want 10 million because I'm gonna make you pay for making me come over and sign and fuck you up. That's fine, a mentality to have in the back of your mind, but that's not something you sit at the table with thinking that it's a bargaining chip or negotiation power. But it's bigger than that for me because you was going to get life-changing money. $4 million. Life-changing money.
Yep.
You pulled the only honestly, I'm gonna say this is just one step shy of Jarrell Miller. This was a dumb move.
Bro, the thing is, they were already blackballing Luis Ortiz as it is.
I agree.
This motherfucker was chasing Anthony Joshua for like 2 years as the WBA. He was ranked 1, 2, and 3 in the WBA during this time frame. You know what I'm saying? And the WBA was like, all right, we'll mandate it. Well, no, you gotta fight this guy. Fight David White. All right, we'll mandate it. Well, no. We're gonna have a Shannon Briggs fight Lucas Brown. Well, we'll mandate it. Well, we're in that legal case with Fresno Kendo. Manuel Char's fighting Alexander Houston.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. This nigga's been looked over for a very long time as trying to get to Anthony Joshua. Now you got that opportunity, nigga. I understand it's only 5 weeks. Life ain't fucking fair. Life ain't fucking fair. But when your number's called, you got to take that shit, bro. Yep. I don't know how many times I got to tell these motherfuckers this shit. You know what I'm saying? When your number's called, you got to take that shit because you may never get that motherfucker again.
No.
Frez ain't fought since 2014, but the deal with Frez is when he lost to Ruslan Shagayev by majority decision, he appealed the decision, went to court, basically court ruled in his favor. So now if the WBA has a regular a fight for a regular title, it has to be against Fresno Kendo. That's how they're doing it. So that's why Manuel Char was supposed to fight Fresno Kendo last September, but he popped hot. So that fight didn't fucking happen. But anyway, it's a situation where, dog, you might not get that opportunity again, man. They're promising you Deontay Wilder at the end of the year. That doesn't mean you get it. In my opinion, you shouldn't get it. Dillian White should. You see what I'm saying? If Dillian White beats Oscar Rivas, he shouldn't get it.
No,
Dillian White should get it.
100%. Dillian White should get it.
Right? Nah, Frez didn't drop out. He's ranked number 3, too tough. You talking about dropped out of the Char fight? Nah, Char.
No, Char test positive.
Char tested positive. And actually, Bo has a interview with Fresno Kendo. We interviewed him October 2nd.
Yeah.
Right? October 2nd or October 6th. Which was
whenever that fight was with Thomas Delorme and Jesse
October 6th. We interviewed him October 6th because he was at that fight. And this was a month after the fight was scheduled. And he talks about it. It's on Facebook. But yeah, man, it's I think, like I said, he dropped the ball big time. He better hope that he gets he gets whatever was promised to him at the end of the year, because if not, bro, he's gonna be kicking himself in the ass for this. And he's already 40, man. And Cuban years, he's 50. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like dog years and shit, bro. Dogs, dog years, you add 7, Cubans, you add 10, nigga. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker 50.
I'm not touching that. I'm not touching.
Yeah. Yeah. This shit don't make no sense, man.
Hey, Lewis, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything, Lewis.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
All right, man. Bo, what you got for me next?
All right, man. Oh. Dog, do you believe Andy Ruiz somehow then snuck his ass in for the name to be on the list for the Josh? This motherfucker somehow figured out a way to get a piece of the Anthony Joshua big ticket fight, man. And you know how he did it?
Oh my
Trolling.
I don't want to see this, bro, at all.
He did it by trolling.
Michael Hunter, man, say something, bro, please.
Man, Michael Hunter need to jump up and go and say, hey, man, set your motherfucking man. You just fought. Set your ass down. Let me get some of this money. You get him next. Shit. Wait the turn.
Man.
Wait the turn. Dude.
Man.
I don't even know how to fit. You know what? I do know how to fit. Let me say this. I applaud Andy Ruiz. In a very short span of time, he trolled the fuck out of the media. He trolled the fuck out of Joshua, Eddie. He trolled them without attacking them. He trolled them by saying stuff like, yo, man, tell that dude to sign his half of the contract. Making fake posters of him and motherfucking Wilder. I mean, him and motherfucking Joshua, saying stuff like, yeah, y'all think this is a joke. I'm ready right now. He did a wonderful job to the point where Eddie Hearn had to be like, well, fuck, should we consider him? Shit. he did look good in his last fight. It was short. And Andy Ruiz he's Mexican heavyweight. That could make some money. We are fighting in Madison Square Garden. A lot of Latinos there. But dog, I don't know how I feel about him actually fighting. Like, what? And then he said the ultimate thing. He said, man, everybody know I was supposed to be the WBO champion. I really beat that dude. I beat Joseph Parker. I'm the uncrowned champion. So Joshua should be fighting me. And that shit fucking worked, my nigga.
Right.
Okay, go ahead, man. Take it away.
Man, listen, bro. I'm not trying to see this fight, man. I'm not trying. This motherfucker beat a big-ass, old, used to be highly touted ass heavyweight, briefly highly touted, in Alexander Dimitrico. Everybody done ran through this nigga by now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Knocked him out in the 5th round. When was that? Last weekend? Now all of a sudden, Andy Ruiz is a great fight for Anthony Joshua. Under what circumstances? Andy Ruiz just came off of a fucking layoff, right? Since I think he had maybe one fight after losing to Joseph Parker, I believe. I don't remember.
So, yeah, I think he did. I think only had one. Right. I think I might be right.
All right, and then he left Top Rank, went to PBC. Since when is this a good fight for Anthony Joshua? What does Andy Ruiz do in the ring that he couldn't do effectively against Joseph Parker to win a clear decision? What is he going to do against Anthony Joshua? Yes, he has pretty fast hands for a heavyweight. It ain't like fast. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. But he's fat, he's slow, he doesn't have any power. You know what I'm saying? His power's not, it's not tip top. You know, it ain't gonna hurt Anthony Joshua. Let me just say that.
It's not good enough for a heavyweight, to be being honest.
Right. He's too short. His reach is too short. Anthony Joshua has a good jab, and he's figured out how to utilize that jab and create distance. Did it against Alexander Povetkin. Povetkin's a better fighter than Andy Ruiz. And we're talking about an Andy Ruiz who just got off of a fucking fight. Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? I don't want to see no fat ass taco eating butter biscuit motherfucking fruit roll up wrapped up in ass nigga fight Anthony Joshua June 1st. No. Give me Michael Hunter then. Shit. You know what I'm saying? At least Michael Hunter gave Alexander Usyk a little bit of a fucking problem. Maybe I can go off of that. Shit. I don't want to see no fucking Andy Ruiz. This is Chris Arreola all over again. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here, man. Listen, when I seen it, I seen it, bro. I seen it on Instagram. He was like, it was literally right after he beat Dimitrico. Right after. Oh, you know, I'm ready to take them belts June 1st. I laughed at the post and kept going. Typically, I'm supposed to see something like that and pass it to my staff. Hey, y'all write this. I laughed and scrolled down. I ain't writing on that bullshit until I find out Eddie Hearn is actually meeting up with him. A meeting was set to see if Andy Ruiz will fight Anthony Joshua.
Man,
you know what? At the end of the day, bro, let me tell you something, man. It's not Anthony Joshua's fault. It's not. Yeah, I saw Briggs's teaser pick. I saw that shit. It's not Anthony Joshua's fault. It's not even Andy Ruiz's fault. It's Jarrell Miller's fault. It's Jarrell Miller's fault, man. I told people, I said, remember, whatever happens, if it's Manuel Char, Michael Hunter, right, Andy Ruiz, Sylvester Stallone, you know what I'm saying?
You so goddamn.
You know what I'm saying? Carl Weathers, nigga. If it's any one of them.
Oh my God.
If it's any one of them, dog, it's Jarrell Miller's fault, man. Remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? This is what we are left with because that fat motherfucker don't know how to lose weight the real way, organically. You see what I'm saying? This motherfucker had a, like we talked about in the last podcast, this nigga had a cocktail of shit, bro.
This nigga had a Disney. He was going to the ring with a loaded gun.
Exactly. Exactly, bro. That nigga said, put every drug y'all niggas got in one motherfucking vial, nigga. I'll take it all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, come on, bro. So that's what we need to remember. Whoever it is, and of course I'm fucking clowning Andy Ruiz. I'm clowning the fight, but at the end of the day, it's Jarrell Miller's fault. So if he fights Andy Ruiz, it is what the fuck it is. We ain't got no choice. But I didn't even want Michael Hunter. But now you're telling me the front runners are Michael Hunter and Andy Ruiz? Please, I hope to God they bring on Michael Hunter, bro. You know what I'm saying? I hope to God they bring on Michael Hunter. I'm not trying to see Andy Ruiz fight. And this is easy work, bro. Andy Ruiz is not a good fighter. A lot of people are saying Andy Ruiz is a great fighter. And under what circumstances? What has Andy Ruiz shown that he's another Chris Arreola with faster hands? That's Andy Ruiz. Puts combinations together better than Chris Arreola. Has better footing than Chris Arreola, but he's still slow on the feet, right? He still can't manage his weight properly, right? Like I said, too short of a reach. He will get tagged by the jab all night the fuck long. Yeah, too tough. You got a good point. Trevor Bryant, right? Trevor Bryant can get in there. But I really don't even like the Trevor Bryant matchup either. Have y'all seen him fight? Not a good fighter either. Trevor Bryant's not a good fighter. He's not ready for this kind of fight. I like to see Trevor, like they had actually, the WBA was going to order Trevor Bryant versus Jarrell Miller. They were getting ready to order that, but then Jarrell Miller, I told people, I said, Jarrell Miller's going to make the deal with Anthony Joshua. No need to worry about that. No. When the WBA orders it, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. Nigga, the WBA don't give a fuck if Jarrell Miller is going to fight Anthony Joshua because Joshua is the WBA super champion. They don't care about their ordering if that deal gets done. And it did get done. Now, I'm hoping, I'm actually wishing that it wasn't Anthony Joshua. It was Trevor Bryant and Jarrell Miller. I need to see Bryant in the ring with somebody that is a live body. He hasn't fought anybody yet.
Yeah, you know that fight's hard to sell. I mean, listen, Trevor Bryant is from New York, but he's not a known dude.
Fought anybody.
He hasn't fought anybody. He's not a known dude. And what really was selling the fight was Jarrell Miller's personality. That's what was selling the fight. Jarrell Miller's out there selling the goddamn fight.
Well, Jarrell Miller's not. Listen, a lot of people talk a lot of shit about Jarrell Miller, right? But he has built himself as a brand in boxing. Not necessarily, he's got a business or anything like that. But what I mean is he's marketed his name the proper way.
Correct.
People hate him and love him at the same time. You see what I'm saying? And he's very popular out in Brooklyn. That's why this fight was going to sell out. It was going to sell out. You know what I'm saying? They want to see that shit. Right? I mean, Trevor Bryant, his biggest win is fucking BJ Flores. Wait a minute. Is that the same BJ Flores that just somehow seems to get title shots?
Yeah, the cruiserweight. What I'm about to say, the cruiserweight, BJ Flores,
yeah. That's Trevor Bryant's biggest win. You want to know who his second biggest win is? Derek Rossi.
Wait a minute. Hold on now. Don't be knocking Derek Rossi. Beating Derek Rossi gets you title shots. It gets you.
Hey, it does. As Bermain Stavern. You're right about that. You're right about that. Nah, man, look, too tough. Don King is no longer the Don King he used to be. The gimmick's up with him. He don't sell fights like he used to. Understand, Don King, let me put it this way. Remember Charles Hatley?
Mm-hmm.
Charles Hatley's in the same boat. Actually, Charles Hatley has a better resume at middleweight than Trevor Bryant does at heavyweight. Charles Hatley had just went over to the Australia and knocked out Anthony Mundine in like 7 or 8 rounds, right? Anthony Mundine, the same whack motherfucker that made Fight Night round 3. But that's neither here nor there. I don't know why he made that fucking fight or that video game. But that's neither here nor there. Point is, he knocked out Anthony Mundine, right? Don King still couldn't sell that goddamn fight. It was actually Jermell Charlo and the PBC selling that fight. It wasn't Don King. It wasn't Don King. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
I don't think Don King sells Trevor Bryant better than whoever the fuck Michael Hunter is with sells better for Anthony Joshua. I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. This is going to be a straight up, strictly DAZN selling event because everybody right now, they're like, man, it doesn't matter who he fights now. Jarrell Miller already fucked up. DAZN has to sell this shit by themselves, no matter who they fight.
Well, you mentioned Charles Hatley. Remember, Charles Hatley left him in the middle of preparing for his title fight. Right. I never heard no shit like that before in my life.
Yeah, actually, like a couple weeks out.
Yeah.
A couple weeks out.
My man Corey Three Kings boxing in the house, and Ortiz just got magnum cum laude for the Winky Wright School of Business.
I mean, I don't know, man. Look, I think Trevor Bryant is an option. Like you said, he's from New York. Like I said, at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. The fans are, I mean, look, man, Anthony Joshua, Jarrell Miller was a balloon. When Jarrell Miller failed the first test, there was a little puncture in the balloon. A little air was fizzing out of it. Failed the second test, somebody punctured the balloon again. More air came out of it. When that third test came out, somebody stabbed the fuck out the balloon. You know what I'm saying? They went Jason Voorhees on that bitch, stabbing the fuck out of it, dog. Now the balloon is completely deflated. The balloon is the fight, the event. That's the balloon. It's the event. Nobody cares who he fights now. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. Bo, what you got for me next, dog?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's over. It's the end. It was a ruse. It was a lie. It was an illusion. It was something that came so fast to make us appreciate it, and it went just as fucking fast.
Yes, sir.
Marcos Chico Maidana has said, fuck this. I'm going back to retirement. Y'all got this shit fucked up.
Yo.
Listen, here's what happened, right? I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened, okay? Marcus Maidana was on the beach, okay? Bowl of grapes on one side, mojito on another one. Chick feeding him some grapes. One chick giving him a massage. He watching the half-naked women run up and down the beach, aqua blue water. Oh, wait a minute. Shit, that was my vacation. Fuck. My bad.
He going back to that shit, though. He trying to get that.
Yeah, right. Listen, Marcos Maidana did what all fighters do is he was sitting home, probably going to the gym, watching what was going on and said, man, I still got it. Because there's always a part of you when you're a fighter, competitor that feels that, did I leave something, did I not empty the whole tank? Did I leave something there? And Marcos Maidana thought he could do it. But the problem is, here's the problem. This is what makes guys like Floyd special. When I'm talking about when Floyd left for 2 years and came back. Why? Because Floyd was still going to the gym. Floyd was still being active, okay? Hell, even I told you guys, like a lot of guys don't believe my age, but and 2K can attest to this because he was here. I still train like a fighter. Hell, I was at his house. I shadow boxed for like what 15 minutes and shit. You talking to me? I just got up start shadow boxing. Like, what the fuck is you doing? I started shadow boxing for like 15, 20 minutes. So, but when you're training and you're still training and you're still somewhat training, not hard but semi-hard, you're still somewhat in decent enough shape to where if you want to come back, you can. That's what Floyd did. Marcos Maidana blew the fuck all the way up to 220 pounds.
Damn, nigga, he blew up to my weight, and he's only like 5'6".
Yeah,
that's bad, bro.
Blew the fuck up. Like when he resurfaced, he looked like a different fighter. And what do I always tell y'all? When the fighter's mentality changes, it changes the fighter. Maidana was no longer hungry. Maidana was no longer eager. Maidana was no longer willing to push himself. Why? Because for 2 years he got to live a life that he has not been able to live for a very long time. He no longer had to wake up early and run. He no longer had to eat a prepared breakfast to keep him at weight, train, eat a prepared lunch to keep him at weight, and train, then go to bed. He no longer had to go in 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, 9 weeks training motherfucking camp. Okay. Those are things he no longer had to do. You know what he did? He woke up every single day in silk drawers, on silk sheets. You know, woke up when he wanted to, woke up when he wanted to eat the bed, ate whatever the fuck he wanted to eat, dog.
Go ahead.
That
nigga had silk. That nigga had silk drawers, silk sheets. He even had a silk bitch.
Yeah, no.
You know, he had 2 silk bitches.
Yeah. No, we degree. I don't think his bank account was low, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because he said, "Fuck it, I'm out." If his bank account was low, he wouldn't say, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna come back."
He would have forced that. He would have forced that comeback.
Exactly, because Al Heyman gave him $1.5 million. So if it was about him being broke or not his bank account being low, he'd have been like, "Nah, man, I'm no, fuck that. I'm gonna come back for this. At the very least, I'm gonna go out and do what I can for this 1.5, right?" Yep. So no, that's what you do in that. So I don't believe it was that. I believe this was a dude that was sitting at home and thought I still got something. Or you know what too? I'm gonna tell you something, man. I think some bitch got in his head. So, ooh, Marcos, you still got it. He said, I do. Yeah, Marcos, you still the man. Marcos, oh, I am. Yes, Marcos, you still. You know what? You're right. God damn it, I am El Chino. I am El Chino. God damn it, you right. Marcos went in that gym, got in that gym, started doing all that shit. He said, man, you motherfuckers can have this shit.
Hell yeah.
Okay, man, what's your thoughts, man?
Man, I said this was going to happen from the get-go. I told Cats I didn't give a fuck about him signing a multi-fight deal with PBC. I said the dude was not making no comeback. Everybody was happy. Go ahead.
On some private conversation shit, the motherfucker told me, because I was making some good points one day. He said, hey, Bo, that motherfucker is not going to get it. He's not going to see the ring.
No way, bro.
You said, dog, this nigga 230, he's not going to see the ring, man.
I said, that nigga was 379 pounds, bro. He was not getting in the ring 386 pounds, man. When you weigh 422 pounds and you got to drop all that weight, there's no way that you're going to make it to 147 dropping 513 pounds. It's not going to happen. That's the problem. So this nigga was sitting in Las Vegas. He's like, damn, I weigh 612 pounds, man. It's not going to work. And I got to get down to 160, dropping all the way from 782 pounds. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So he said, fuck it, man. Went to his coach and said, look, man, we've been doing this training camp for about 3 or 4 weeks now. It's probably longer than that. I say 5 to 6 weeks. We've been doing this training camp 5 to 6 weeks, man. I've only gained weight. I weigh 896 pounds now, man.
You killing Marcos.
It ain't gonna work, bro. I gotta get to fucking 160 because remember they say he was going to 147 when he signed the deal. Then it went to 154 a few weeks later. Then they said, well, he'd come back at 160. So the nigga got to get from 902 pounds to 160 by summer. No way, bro. I told Cass that shit wasn't gonna happen, man. I know there's no way you gonna drop 1,023 pounds to get to 160. I told Cass this shit, bro. So when the news came out, I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised at all, man. I wasn't surprised. Now, the funny thing is, a lot of people are upset about this. And I'm like, what are you upset about? Marcos Maidana's best years are behind him. He's what, 36? 37? Might be 35, somewhere in there. He's up there though. His best years are behind him, dog. Yeah. Tuta said he's thinking he was fearing. His best years are behind him. He should have never retired after the Floyd Mayweather fight. He should have kept going. Instead, he got complacent. You see him taking pictures with stacks of money in his arms and shit. You know, you see a couple of them rayon and silk bitches around him, dog. And so the nigga said, fuck it, I'm done. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? 1,100 pounds, I'm done. I'm good. So I already knew from the jump, you don't just get that love back, right? After you've been out for almost 5 years, actually. You know, I think he fought Mayweather, September of 2014, I believe it was. Yeah, because I had just moved to Dallas, nigga.
Yeah,
almost 5 years, bro. You don't just get that love back all of a sudden, man.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta literally be involved in training for about a year, maybe 6 months, right? This is a process. You don't just wake up one day and say, yeah, I'm about to jump back in the gym and get back down to 147. You know what I'm saying? Well, how much do you weigh, Marcos? Yeah, baby, I weigh about 1,600, but that's okay, baby. Divide that by 10, baby. You know, I divide my weight, baby. Divided by 10, baby. I'd be at 160. You know what I'm saying? The fuck out of here, bro. So this is no news to me. I already knew this was gonna happen. It is what it is. We wish him farewell on his second retirement. And by the way, he walked away. He walked away from a multi-million-dollar deal. Evidently, the heart was not there. I applaud him for understanding that and not getting a ring and getting fucked up for multi-million dollars.
Or fucking himself up trying to make weight.
Yeah, I applaud him for that. You know, a lot of people are upset with him. I actually applaud him for that, man. You can't do it. You know, this remind me of, nigga. This remind me of like an old nigga like 42 years old, right? 45 years old.
At that age, motherfucker.
Look. Motherfucker still got hoop dreams.
Yeah. Oh,
motherfucker still at the court. Talking about now, there's a difference. I still hoop. There's a difference between hooping and being who you are. You still dominating the young niggas, but you understand you're not going to the NBA. You fucking 42 years old. You know what I'm saying? At 35, I understand. I made it to semi-pro. That was it for me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen again, right? But there's a lot of niggas out there, bro, 42, 45 years old, talking about, yeah, you know what I'm saying, getting ready for next season. Nigga, what the fuck you talking about getting ready for? You talking about the next season to go to your 9 to 5, nigga? You know what I'm saying? That nigga, the 9 to 5 is a year-round sport.
No shit.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, that shit year-round, motherfucker. Ain't no season on 9 to 5s. Talking about for the next season. You sit your old ass down, nigga. Go get your goddamn Whataburger clothes on, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is what Marcos Maidana tried to do, and he realized it, and he made the right decision. So I applaud him for that, man.
No, agree. What you got for me, Prod?
Yo, that boy Nonito Donaire, man, he rolling around with the rabbit's foot, B.
Rolling around with. I think he got that motherfucker tied permanently to his testicles.
I'm telling you, bro. Maybe he was fucking with Manny Pacquiao's mom and shit, and she put that good voodoo on his ass and shit before he got into the WBSS. Because this shit is crazy how niggas is getting mad injured. Listen, Nonito Donaire is a motherfucker that was not supposed to pass the first round of this tournament. Now you might see him find his way into the finals due to injuries. Yo, this is one for the record books. You know what I'm saying? If this nigga goes to the finals, and let's say Regis Prograis, I'm sorry, not Regis Prograis. Sorry, wrong division. Naoya Inoue, because he's gonna beat Emmanuel Rodriguez. Naoya Inoue gets injured. I'm done, bro. I'm done, bro. I'm
done. I'm done. I'm done talking about the little weight division period. I couldn't do it no more after this right here, man.
I'm done, bro. We won't ride on the WBSS no more, nigga. That shit was fixed. Nonito Donaire gets the fucking the Muhammad Ali trophy by way of injury. Fought half a fight his whole goddamn time in the WBSS. You know what I'm saying? Now he getting ready to fight some cat. What's this nigga's name, bro? I don't even know his name. Steven something. Yeah. I know. Only thing I know is he spells his name Stephon instead of En. Nigga, be normal, bro. It's Steven with an E. That's the only thing I know about him. And he's supposed to fight on the undercard. You know what I'm saying? And now he's gonna fill in for Zolani Tete, you know, due to that shoulder injury or whatever, man. It's crazy, man. But a lot of Filipinos are out there hype. Stephen Young, thank you, Virtuoso. I couldn't remember the nigga name. I thought it was Vince Young, nigga. But point is, A lot of the Filipinos are out there, you know, they're going crazy right now, bro. You know, they're talking about already a Nonito Donaire, Naoya Inoue fight. And I'm like, guys, understand, Donaire was going to lose to Ryan Burnett. He was going to lose to Ryan Burnett, bro. You know what I'm saying? He got injured. He was definitely going to lose to Zolani Tate. There's no doubt about it. He might have got stopped by Zolani Tate. You know what I'm saying? He gets injured. You really believe Nonito Donaire has a chance against Naoya Inoue? Bruh, does he even have a chance against Emmanuel Rodriguez? Fuck Inoue. Does he even have a chance against Rodriguez, huh? Let's just say some shit happens, the fucking moon turns green, and Rodriguez beats Inoue. Does he even have a chance in that fight? You know what I'm saying? There's no way. Listen, like I said, and this is what I'm saying. If the fucking winner of Inoue Rodriguez, they get injured, I'm done, bro. I'm not fucking writing on the W. No. They be sending us credentials and shit too. No, I don't want it.
Yeah, I know, right? No, forget it. I'm good.
I'm good, bro. You'll be the first one I turn down. I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is a situation I just wanted to touch on. You got Nonito Donaire, April 27th versus Stephen Young. Stephen Young actually lost to I'm trying to remember who the fuck he lost to, bro. Oh man. He lost to somebody known. It's a name that we know. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. So people can get an idea who Stephen Young was. We wrote the article on him. I just can't remember who the fuck he lost to. What did he lose to? He lost to Raymart Giballo. That's another prospect. You know what I'm saying? He lost to him. Since then, he won one fight after that. Now he's fighting Nonito Donaire. And he's 18-1 with 3 draws, only 7 knockouts. So that's what we got to look forward to this weekend. But it's still something to look at because remember, Nonito Donaire is only half the fighter he used to be.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you never know. I would still pay attention to this fight because we might see somebody emerge that we never knew or never heard of before this fight. Stephen Young has nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? And Nonito Donaire is definitely going downhill. He's already midway downhill. You know what I'm saying? It's really a situation where who's going to beat his ass into retirement. That's really what it's all about.
Exactly. So, I couldn't say it no better than that.
Yeah. So just pay attention to this fight because Stephen Young might beat the motherfucker, man. All right. Let's get into
wait
this.
a minute. Because I didn't say nothing about this motherfucker.
Oh, I didn't know you want to talk about it, man. It was a little something I wanted to touch. Go ahead. My bad.
You know what? All I'm going to add is this, man. If Inoue does somehow win, if Nonito Donaire does somehow win, you know what motherfuckers going to say, right?
What they going to say?
They going to say, yes, the Filipino Flash is back. He's the winner of the WBSS tournament. The great Nonito Donaire is back. That's what they're going to say, man.
They're already doing it.
Screaming it. Yeah.
They're already, bro, when Ryan Burnett got injured, I'm telling you, man, a lot of Filipinos was over there talking about Nonito Donaire is still a beast. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? He was about to lose this fight. Ryan Burnett fucking got injured.
If I'm Nonito Donaire, he wins this tournament. What's the prize money?
I don't know, man. I told you I'm not good with the numbers. I don't know.
I know the cruiserweight was 50 mil, but let's just say, whatever, man. Nonito Donaire win this tournament, retire, my nigga. This is the highlight of your career. Retire. That's all I want to say, man. If he wins, retire.
Yep. It's funny. Degree's been talking about the zone card that we got tomorrow, but I guess he didn't see the fight preview section where we got my man Srisaket Rungvisai versus Juan Francisco Estrada Part 2. Then you got the unification on the same card. Danny Roman versus CJ Doheny. Yeah. We got that on there, dog. We getting on it. B. We ain't gonna let that shit slide. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? We getting on it. Bo! Talk to me about this rematch, man. Estrada, Rungvisai. Break it down. Who you got winning?
Look here. Let me say this. Hearing about Zolani Tate, now I'm extra excited about this shit right here. This is what you all got to understand, okay? This is the best fight that you can watch because of the ingredients it got that adds in there that can make it good. right? It's not about these two guys fighting each other. It's not about the fact that Rungvisai is the naturally bigger man and will impose his will. It's not about the fact that Eric Estrada is probably the more cerebral type of fighter, but because of some of the mistakes and things that he was making in the Rungvisai fight, okay, he has a chance for a do-over. That's not what I'm looking at. You know, y'all know what I'm looking at? I'm looking at a guy who knows what his mistakes is, but the problem is his ability to do it hasn't always been there of what he has to do to change, because that's not the way he fights. Then I'm looking at a guy at Rungvisai, I don't know where he is mentally because his bitch left him. Okay. And somehow when she left him, we ain't seen this.
Oh, good. Fuck. We saw him. He just fought a whack nigga in Thailand.
Yeah, see. And I can't learn nothing when you knock a motherfucker out. I can't learn nothing when you knock a nigga out 1 or 2 rounds. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on, because she left. That might have fucked with him mentally. Did she? Did she come back?
I don't know if she came back. I ain't hear no news of that.
Okay, but I know she left. And I know that I ain't seen Rungvisai except for that one fight since she left. So I don't know what this motherfucker is mentally. Is he gonna be the same Rungvisai? Is he the type of dude that's gonna get in there and you know, continue to push, continue to come on strong, you know, or is he gonna get in there with a different mindset, like, oh, my bitch left me,
that nigga gonna turn into Oliver McCall in mid-fight.
Yeah, see, I don't know what I might get. So that's the main ingredient why. Now, let me give you guys another reason why I like this fight. Because one thing about Rungvisai, although it's only one fight we're talking about, we have seen Rungvisai show us a better Rungvisai in the second fight when he gets a good look at you.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's shown that when he fought with Roman Gonzalez, because you can make the argument in the case that in the first fight, a lot of people felt like, you know, Roman Gonzalez won. But in the second fight,
I didn't, but go ahead.
Yeah, but in the second fight, Rungvisai left no fucking doubt. When you give me a full training camp, because he also took a fight, Luis Ortiz, on short notice.
Yeah.
Like Rungvisai is the poster child of what can happen when you stay ready and you say, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. He's the poster child of that. Okay. So he took the fight short notice. Then it was like, hey man, you give me a full training camp, I'll fuck this motherfucker up.
I'm gonna knock this nigga out.
No, I'm gonna fuck him up. Okay. He did that. Then I actually thought Estrada would win, because I thought Rungvisai against Roman Gonzalez was two one-dimensional fighters fighting each other. 2K is the one who picked Estrada. It's like, no, bro. Okay, no, I picked Estrada. 2K picked Rungvisai. He said, no, bro, it's more to it than that, because he did more studying on him. Rungvisai actually won. But here's where Rungvisai won. In the first fight, Rungvisai did something I noticed. Right away, he started throwing that straight left to the body of Estrada. He started throwing combination punches that had Estrada backing up. Now, here's the thing with that. Even though the punches don't land, what that does with the way Estrada was backing up, the way he was backing up, he's giving away that real estate. And when you give away real estate, you're giving away ring generalship.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that's one of the key things. Then he was throwing another thing he was doing. He was keeping a moment when Estrada was trying to come on. Rungvisai was throwing combinations, which made Estrada go from offense to defense, and Estrada was staying in defensive mode. So he was keeping Estrada in defensive mode. Fighters, when they're in defensive mode, what are they not doing? They're not creating no offense. You're not creating no offense. What's happening? Okay. The judges don't see it. And Rungvisai made sure the judges were seeing everything he was doing, no matter how little, how small it was. He made sure they were seeing everything he was doing, and he continuously kept throwing punches to the body. He kept enforcing his will. He kept coming forward. He kept Estrada going backwards and on the ropes. Every time Estrada did something, he quickly would try to answer. Even if it was missing, he just would answer to show him, hey man, I'm not done and I'm still here. All smart things you do as a fighter. Yep. The problem was that Rungvisai's biggest problem was he was getting caught with the counters. Estrada couldn't miss that 1-2. Whenever he threw it, so he get caught. He was getting caught with the counters. Rungvisai has a tendency of backing straight up with his head, with his chin just sticking up, like hit me, hit me, hit me.
Oh, there's that, and he moves forward with his chin exposed a lot.
Yeah, right. He moved forward with his chin exposed. Sometimes, actually, when he's coming forward when he was lunging to punch at the body, his chin was past the knee.
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Okay,
who does that at middleweight? who does that at middleweight. He lunges. His chin is always past his fucking knee.
You talking about Jacobs?
Nope. He's a WBA regular champion at middleweight.
Rob Bryant.
Yes, sir. Rob Bryant.
Exactly.
Yep.
You're right. I forgot it. Yeah, he does. He did that in that what you call it fight he won. Murata fight.
He did Murata, the last fight. Yeah. Absolutely.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, damn.
Rungvisai punches the same way.
He sure
does the same shit, bro.
He sure does. And one of the really bad things to me for Rungvisai is when he does that, ladies and gentlemen, you know what that does? That's a balance issue. Rungvisai footwork should be better than what it is. It isn't. Rungvisai has to not lunge. He has to. He's a better pocket fighter. That's how he beat Roman Gonzalez. He's a pocket when he can stand there and stand straight up and pocket fight with you. He's better that way. So that's the weakness of his is his footwork. Eric Estrada, biggest problem in that first fight to me, for whatever fucking reason, he kept dipping to his right, which is directly in the path of the fucking straight left. I couldn't understand that. The same, the 2K did you see what I saw?
Yep, I thought.
What the fuck is he keep dipping for like that?
Yep. I listen, man. I didn't understand it, and to be honest with you, I'm with you on this, man. I picked Estrada to win the first fight. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't sold on the IQ of Srisaket Rungvisai. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And when I saw that Rungvisai was adapting to everything that Juan Francisco Estrada did, you know what I'm saying? That told me right there that this motherfucker's top level.
Yes.
The IQ was the only thing that I had missing, and of course the defense. But given his style, I mean, he's not going to hone anything on his defense, right? That's just how he is. You're going to have to catch Rungvisai as a masterclass boxer utilizing distance from the outside. Estrada's never been that kind of fighter.
And that's the reason why in this fight, I was just going to get to that. The reason why in this fight, I'm still kind of going Rungvisai because the fight that Estrada has to fight that just has to be, he has to be busy from the word go, continually stay busy. He cannot give up no ground. And he has to stop dipping to his right in the path and keep them combinations coming. And that's not the type of Estrada is a methodical fighter. He likes to think, wait, counter, and then attack. He can't do that against Rungvisai, man.
Can't do that. And what's funny is he didn't fight like that at 112. Remember when he fought Roman Gonzalez, he was actually trying to apply pressure.
Yes, he was.
And that's how he got beat, because he was trying to beat Roman Gonzalez at his own game. But he was effective in doing that against other fighters in that division, right? Yeah. When he moved up to 115 and fought Carlos Cuadras, that fight right there showed me that he is an excellent boxer, right? The problem is Carlos Cuadras is not a very smart boxer. He's a good boxer, good footwork, good hand speed. Uses angles, beautiful with the angles, dog. I like his pivots. But the problem is he's not very smart. He does the same patterns over and over again, and this is Cuadras. That's why Estrada beat him the way he did. But see, Rungvisai is a different animal. Even though Cuadras did beat Rungvisai early in his career, I got Rungvisai destroying Cuadras in a rematch. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
He would destroy that motherfucker in a rematch.
Yeah, this Rungvisai?
Yeah. Shout out to my man Corey Cunningham for writing that article on Errol Spence versus Shawn Porter. That shit is official. It will be on 3kingsboxing.com in the next few minutes. All right, but anyway, Estrada came into the ring against a Rungvisai that is an unorthodox style type of fighter, right? Has herky-jerky movements. Basically, he has herky-jerky movements. He gives these half pivots, but then ends up on the wrong side of his pivot sometimes, bro, which confuses fighters. Then he has a whole lot of volume. He can adjust with his volume, right? And Rungvisai seems to be a fighter that doesn't get very tired. You see what I'm saying? While you're maybe sitting at 60%, Rungvisai's still at 95. You see what I'm saying? Bro, in order to beat a Rungvisai, you have to judge distance properly. I remember telling cats, I said, Roman Gonzalez will not beat Rungvisai in the rematch. Well, let me go back and say this. Roman Gonzalez will not be as effective at 115 as he was at 105, 108, 112 because he cannot bully those fighters at 115. I said when he was going to fight Rungvisai, I said this might be a close fight because I don't see him fighting Rungvisai the same way he fought Mick Williams Arroyo and being effective. You see what I'm saying? You can't win that kind of fight. Rungvisai is a guy that he's very slow, but he's smart as fuck. He can be slow, but he's smart. Footwork is not on point, but he's smart. He knows what he's doing. It works for him. If you try to sit at mid-range or inside distance on this guy for 12 rounds, you're going to fucking lose. Okay? You have to box this motherfucker from the outside the entire 12 rounds. And that's why Carlos Cuadras was effective. The reason why I think he beats Cuadras today is because Cuadras no longer boxes like that. Cuadras be sitting in the pocket. Go look at the Mick Williams Arroyo fight. Sitting in the pocket. All right? So, in my opinion, Estrada's not going to do that. Bo, I know you said you got Rung. Decision, or is it a knockout?
No, I think it's a decision. Listen, somebody else picked Rungvisai by knockout. It's hard for me to pick somebody knocking out a guy who's never been knocked out before. Estrada's never been knocked out before. He has an iron will. This is he has an iron fucking will. Okay? Right. I seen the motherfucker get knocked down. I think what fight was that? He got knocked down twice early and devastating knockdowns and got up. He has an iron fucking will. So no, I don't see him getting knocked out. But I do see this. I really believe this second fight could possibly be a lot tougher than that first one.
All right, we agree. Appreciate you being in the chat, my brother. Yeah, word up. I got to go with Rungvisai, unanimous decision. You know what I'm saying? I think he does better in this fight than he did in the first. He's got a history of doing that. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be an excellent fight. Then, of course, you got the unification on the undercard of this main event. That's Danny Roman, WBA super champion, versus TJ Doheny at 122 pounds, who's the IBF champion. That's an excellent fight. We're not going to break it down, go into it like that. I just want to bring awareness to that particular fight. TJ Doheny is a guy that likes to come forward. Danny Roman is another guy that likes to come forward. We're going to see an action-packed fight at mid-range to close distance in this one.
Yeah, I just think Danny Roman is a loss waiting to happen,
man. You think? Wait. You think Danny Roman loses to Doheny?
I think so, man. Danny Roman is a loss. Danny Roman is a loss waiting to happen, man.
I don't think he loses to Doheny, man. Not Doheny. I think he would lose to like an Emmanuel Navarrete, or maybe even an Isaac Dogbay if Dogbay gets back on his shit. Yeah. I don't think he loses to TJ Doheny. I actually believe Daniel Roman might be a class above TJ Doheny. I like Doheny; he has a good amateur pedigree, but I think Roman is a class ahead of him in terms of IQ. We'll find out, though. We'll find out.
Definitely.
All right, man. Let's move on. Robert Easter Jr. versus Rances Barthelemy. And let me say something, man. My man Eric R is in these streets.
In these streets.
So is my man Chuck Distance. Word up. I want to say something, man. This fight right here, Robert Easter Jr. versus Rances Barthelemy, this could be an excellent fucking fight, bro. This could be an excellent fucking fight if both of these guys fight the way they're supposed to fight. This could be, in my opinion, I mean, it's not going to be fight of the year or nothing like that, because if they fight the way they should fight, then it's not going to be one of them action-packed 12-round type of fights, right? It will be more so two guys boxing from the outside, trying to measure each other, trying to find the perfect distance to be able to exploit some of the flaws that the opponent is in the ring, you know, basically manifesting, right?
Exactly.
It'll be one of them type of fights. But it'd be a chess match. Those are the ones I like. You know what I'm saying? I like Rock'em Sock'em and shit. Everybody likes to see that. But I like chess matches better. You know, when Shakur Stevenson and Christopher Diaz were exchanging, stepping on each other's lead foot in that fight, I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, dog.
This nigga was tweeting. You nigga was tweeting me tripping. This nigga was messaging me losing his mind.
Yeah, nigga. Y'all niggas see that shit? You know?
Yeah, me dying. How's this fool over here losing his mind?
Yeah, that's real shit right there. That's real technical shit right there. That's what I like to see. I think this fight can be that, but these two motherfuckers, man, they can't give up their height and reach, bro. They can't do it. And in my opinion, this fight is really going to harp on who's going to establish distance, establish the jab, and not give up their height and reach more than the other guy. That fighter wins. They pretty much have the same style. They're pretty much the same in terms of IQ, right? I think what's his name? Rances Barthelemy has better footwork than Robert Easter Jr. when he utilizes it. Both of them get hit too much. The defense is really not there at times. Robert Easter Jr. probably has faster hands, puts combinations better than Rances Barthelemy does. So this could definitely be an excellent fucking fight, bro. But it really harps on, like I said, who establishes the jab first, who gets comfortable with establishing that jab and doesn't stray away from that game plan, and who doesn't give up their height and reach more than the other guy. That fighter is going to win this fight. Now, if it's a phone booth type of fight where both of these niggas are just being idiots like they've been in their last few fucking fights, like Rances against Denis Shafikov and Kiryl Relikh, right?
You gotta bring up all shit, man.
Like Robert Easter Jr. against Javier Fortuna and fucking Richard Comey. Well, then this is gonna be a stupid action-packed fight. And it's up in the air. But man, bro, I don't know who to pick on this one, bro. I don't know. I really like Rances Barthelemy, but when I look at the two guys and see how far each one has fallen, I think Rances has fallen farther than Robert Easter Jr. So I got to go with Robert Easter Jr. And plus, Robert Easter Jr. actually utilizes his jab. Like if you watch the Mikey Garcia fight, he was jabbing the fuck out of Garcia. He just couldn't keep it up for 12 rounds, right? So I think he actually utilizes the techniques that I need him to utilize in order to win this fight. He utilizes them better than Rances Barthelemy does at this stage in his career. But at one point, man, Barthelemy was that nigga at 135. I didn't think nobody was beating him until he just went stupid. He just went stupid. So I got Robert Easter Jr. by decision, man. What do you think?
You know, this is a fight of Mike said, shout out to Mike on Pound for Pound Bob. I'm steal his quote, dumb and dumber.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, for whatever reason, Rances Barthelemy changed his style. And what I always tell you guys, when you change something about, and he changes his mental thought process, and I always tell you guys, you know, man, when you change, you know, something about you, man, it changes you as the fighter, and it really does. For whatever reason, he changed his style, and he got into these fights where instead of him using his jab, his height, and his reach in boxing, he tried being a pocket fighter. Well, that's not who he is. Robert Easton Jr. was notorious for giving up his height and his reach, okay? He actually wanted to be a pocket fighter and probably was more of an inside phone booth pocket fighter than Rances Barthelemy. The only reason in this fight right here, because there's no, like, it's, you know what's fucked up is, I said, you know what? Whoever for the first 6-7 rounds use their height and reach is going to win the goddamn fight. That's really how I look at it. Whoever for the first 7 rounds decide, man, I'm going to use my height and my reach, they're going to wind up winning the motherfucking fight, because that's the reality of these two guys. But at the end of the day, I believe that Robert Easter is going to win only because Robert Easter lost. His losses came his only loss came to Mikey Garcia in a high level fight. When you look at even Robert Easter fight Richard Comey, in my honest opinion, is a higher level fighter than what's the guy that fucking he should have lost to, but he got a draw.
Who?
Easter. I mean, not Easter. Barthelemy. Was it Relikh?
Nah, he actually beat Relikh the first fight, and then they rematched and he lost.
Okay, he lost.
But he should have lost the first fight. You're right.
No, there was some fight he had a draw in. He got away with a draw.
I believe I don't know. I know he beat Relikh. He doesn't have a draw. He doesn't have a draw.
Okay, so it was Relikh, right? I really believe that when you look at Richard Comey and you look at Relikh, Comey is just a better fighter. So even in that fight right there, where Robert Easter struggled, but Robert Easter still showed me he was able to hurt Comey. Why? Because he would step back and use that reach, hurt him. He just was smother his punch once he got him hurt. I haven't seen that from Rances Barthelemy. I haven't seen him hurt nobody in quite a minute. He might have hurt Relikh briefly, okay, but that wasn't from stepping back using his reach. You just put him on a good counter.
Who the fuck is Relikh, nigga?
How you say the nigga's name, dog?
Relikh,
okay. Yeah, so Relikh. So I think Easter still has a higher ceiling. I think Easter, to a certain degree, still has better tools because he's also faced, in my honest opinion, better level of competition, and he's still showing me better good moments in better level of competition than versus showing me bad moments in lower level competition. So I got Easter. I'm with you, man. I think Easter wins this by decision, man.
Hey, don't miss this fight. This is a good one. I've been saying this was a good one for over a month now. So I can't wait to see this one because really I just want to see who's going to do what first at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So don't miss this one. And then the last one, we really don't got to go over it. We just talked about my man Kiryl Relke. Nigga said Kiryl Relke. We're gonna use that from now on, dog. Relke, the WBA regular champion at 140 pounds. I think he's the number 3 seed, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. Of course, in WBSS, you got Regis Prograis, number 1 seed, WBC silver champion. Regis Prograis about to fuck this dude up, man. Listen, I like Kiryl Relikh. I think he's an underrated fighter. I think a lot of people didn't understand how good Relikh was until the rematch with Rances Barthelemy. They thought he beat Rances Barthelemy in the first fight, but it was still an ugly fight. But the second fight, he really blew Rances Barthelemy out of the water. It wasn't a close fight.
A very ugly fucking fight, to be honest.
Yeah. So a lot of people, they respect Relikh because of that second fight. He rematched him and got his, he got a wrong loss overturned, right? But then he goes in there and fights Eduard Troyanovsky and barely gets the fuck out of that. I mean, he won by unanimous decision, but he was happy to get that decision. Nigga almost cried in the ring and shit. You know what I'm saying? That was an ugly fight. So Relikh is one of those guys where you don't know what kind of guy you're going to get. Remember, this is another guy. Relikh was a guy that lost to Ricky Burns, man. I don't rate Ricky Burns high at all. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know what you're going to get when it comes to Kiryl Relikh, right? Regis Prograis, you know exactly what the fuck you're going to get. Every fight, he's making these fights look fucking easy, bro. It's ridiculous. When you got a guy that has that kind of momentum behind him, you got a guy that has that kind of confidence in himself, and you got a guy that can actually execute that kind of confidence, turn it into something physical in whatever he does. That is a fucking problem, man. You see what I'm saying? Kiryl Relikh is a nice basic fighter. What I mean by that is he actually has done a great job mastering the fundamentals, okay? But against a guy like Regis Prograis, you got to have a little more than just fundamentals. You got to be special. You know what I'm saying? You got to do things that the trainer can't teach you, right? You got to be able to do something in there where the trainer's like, damn, dog, I didn't know you had that in you, right? You got to have an IQ level where you can match somebody like a Regis Prograis. You see what I'm saying? That's why I've been saying for the longest, the only major fight for Regis Prograis at 140 is Josh Taylor, because Josh Taylor is that guy.
And
he can
Regis
do all of those things.
Regis even acknowledged that in our interview with him. He said, hey, man, that's a bad motherfucker right there.
Well, I said it first. I said, that's a bad motherfucker. And Regis was like, yeah, you're right. That is a bad motherfucker. He said that. He acknowledges it. So Josh Taylor is that guy that can do everything I just said. Relikh is not. I think Regis Prograis takes that strap up off Relikh just as easy as he beat the dust off of fucking Terry Flanagan in the first round of this tournament, right? Probably the same shit is going to happen. It's going to look the same way. You know what I'm saying? He's going to beat his ass. Regis Prograis going to go back to the corner and yawn and shit like he did against Terry Flanagan. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be like, damn, then they got back up. I guess time to knock him back down. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I think this is an easy fight, even though I do respect Relikh for who he was in the amateurs. I do respect him for who he has been as a professional. But this is just a whole nother fucking class. A basic fundamental fighter is not going to beat Regis Prograis, man. What do you think, Bo?
I think Relikh, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because, everybody be like, "Oh, Bo, you real cool and tight with Regis." No, that really ain't has nothing to do with it because I'll sit and tell you right now, when it come to him facing Josh Taylor, that's a 50-50 motherfucking fight right there. It's good. That's a difficult one to call right there, like for real, for real. But something in me is just saying Regis is gonna have, like you said, another one for him. He's been waiting for this moment. Y'all don't understand. This is a dude 24/7. 7 days a fucking week, 365 and that 1/4 day is constantly training.
Yeah, he is.
Constantly thinking about that fucking championship title. Constantly. This is a dude who said another champion in Maurice Hooker shouldn't say his name because he ain't in his fucking league. I know
yeah.
He said, keep my name out of my motherfucker. You ain't in my fucking league. This was a champion he said that about. So this is a dude that believes you're not going to hurt him. You're not going to beat him. And we've seen different levels to Regis Prograis game. If you watch when he fought Diaz, he brutalized him. Everybody said, oh, use a punch, you can't box. Okay. Then he gets in there and he boxes. He goes a few rounds. He goes the distance and knocks a guy out. Oh, well, you can box and you can, can you knock a guy out one punch? He gets another fight. He does that. So hell, even when he fought Julius Ndongo, he shows us different levels to his game. He shows a different progression to how he fights. I've never seen that from Roki. Am I saying Roki?
Yeah.
Okay.
That nigga Roki.
I haven't seen that from him. And then on top of that, again, mindset. This is a guy that was being talked about being in and out of the goddamn tournament.
Yep, he was in and out.
Absolutely. This is a guy that had 1 foot in, 1 foot out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. This is a guy that was in and out. So I don't know what his mindset is for this.
Well, Regis was too, though, to be fair.
Okay,
Regis was talking about getting out.
I think Relikh was more public.
I don't know, but all I know is Regis was thinking the same thing. I know I published an article on Regis.
Oh no, yeah, he was because I remember him saying that. I remember talking to him about it.
We published an article on him saying that he was going to drop out. We didn't publish one on
Relikh. Issues with it, yeah. So I just don't know what Relikh's mind is.
We published one on Regis and on Ivan Baranchyk. We didn't publish one on Relikh. So I don't know about that.
Ivan Baranchyk, okay. That's one thing. Okay, I think the same thing. So yeah, man, this is a good fight. I like the fight. I think Regis is gonna beat him, man. And if he gets to the win and he says what he always say, which is I'm gonna beat the piss out of him tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah,
like, hey, man. But it's a good fight, man. I think Roki is gonna put up a good fight. I think after maybe 1 round, maybe 2. Figure him out, and that's gonna be it, man.
I don't want to shit on it like that, but listen, man, Regis Prograis is a special fighter. My man Too Tough said, "What do you think about a Regis Prograis versus Mikey Garcia matchup?" Real quick, listen, man, I told cats that's somebody Mikey Garcia needs to stay away from. You don't want to fight a guy like Regis Prograis. I just told you the motivation and the confidence that he can manifest into a physical fight. You don't want to fuck with a guy like that, man. Right now, Mikey Garcia's mental stability is shot. He thought he was really going to 147 to give Errol Spence problems. He realized he gave him 0 problems. Now he's got to go back and find confidence. If he tries to fight a fucking Regis Prograis anytime soon within the next 2 years without getting enough confidence back, he gets done in.
Yeah. Because you know what, I'm gonna tell you something else too. Like you said, within the next 2 years, he get done in because he gotta get his confidence back. But here's the problem: by the time he gets his confidence back, Regis' confidence is skyrocketed. So either way it go for me, that's a hard fight for Mikey because now you're fighting an exuberantly well confident guy who's also a fucking champion.
Exactly.
Who's not ready to let that fucking go. Like Regis one of them dudes. He's like Crawford. Once he become a champion, dog, like he's been talking about becoming undisputed at 140. I want to be the second dude to make on 141 undisputed. So,
yep, exactly. That's a bad matchup. And styles make fights. Very bad matchup. My man Chris Rayner said, y'all watching Rungvisai, man. We watch all the fights. We cover them on 3 Kings. 3kingsboxing.com. We give you recaps right after the fight. If you missed it, go to 3kingsboxing.com. Read about every motherfucking fight you missed. That's what we do on every weekend. You know what I'm saying? So definitely we watching that shit, bro. See what else everybody talking about. I'm gonna scroll up a little bit before we get up out of here, man. What y'all niggas talking about, man? What y'all talking about, bro? My man Overhand said Rungvisai's girl been with him ever since he was eating trash. That's fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes niggas gotta eat trash, bro.
The fuck you talking about?
I didn't say I did it, nigga. I said,
okay.
That's a guilty conscience. That means Bo be in the trash, bro. I didn't say no names. I just said sometimes niggas gotta eat trash. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's give him a quick little bonus, man, real quick. You know, Errol Spence, Shawn Porter just got announced. I'm editing the article as we speak. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, Bo. Is that a fight that can be fight of the year?
You know, once upon a time I would say yeah. I'm gonna have to say no, only because Shawn Porter really believes that the way he fought Ugas was effective for him. And I could see him trying to implement that in the fight with Errol Spence. I can see him trying to box, being the smaller fighter too. I can see him trying to box Errol Spence because he said that. When my article I wrote, he mentioned that. Well, that's another wrinkle to my game. And Shawn Porter
did say that. Yep.
He said that, and Shawn Porter's focusing on too many things. He said, "Man, you have to bring all the twos." When you to the table when you're fighting the Errol Spence. So he's thinking about too many things other than what works for Shawn Porter in my mind. So it's hard. It's hard for me to say it'll be fight of the year right now. Because
I agree with that one. I agree with that 100%. If he goes in there talking about he's gonna box Errol Spence like he tried or attempted to box your Dennis Ugas, that is a dumbass mistake. You know what I'm saying? A very dumbass mistake. I'm telling you, man, I don't know why he's doing this. You need to go back to the old football playing days, man. You need to be motherfucking Reggie White in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? You need to be Brian Urlacher, Ray Lewis. You know what I'm saying? You need to be sacking niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? I need to see Errol Spence get a 10-yard loss. You know what I'm saying? I need to see that. That is going to be very effective against Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? If he goes in there and tries to box him, he gets completely out motherfucking classed. Now, one thing I'll say before we get up out of here is that I believe, or at least this fight being announced is not a surprise. You know, shout out to my man Rick Muhammad, who interviewed Shawn Porter for Three Kings Boxing. He said in that interview months ago that he's looking to fight Errol Spence. Only thing he's doing is waiting to see what he does with Manny Pacquiao. Well, we know Manny Pacquiao's close to a deal with Keith Thurman. These are some big-ass fights that's happening this year at 147, people. Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman, you know, Errol Spence, Shawn Porter, Terrence Crawford. Well, you get the point.
Can I say it, man? Can I say it? Can I say it? I gotta say it. I gotta say it.
Go ahead.
Al Heyman just gave Bob Arum the middle fucking finger.
Sure did. We told y'all he was gonna do that. Shit, what's his name? My man, Leonard Ellaby. Well, he ain't my man, but that nigga. He basically said the fight's not happening anytime soon. He came out and said that recently.
Yeah.
So they putting middle finger in his face, all up in his face, bro, rubbing it all over his cheek and shit. That's what they doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So, man, dog, it's I'm not surprised by this fight. And then the most recent article we published on Shawn Porter, he basically said there's no other option. It's just me and Spence. That's it. It's going to happen. And here comes the announcement. So I'm not surprised. So it is what it is.
Man,
good fight.
Man, listen, man. If y'all ain't following Three Kings, I don't know what the fuck y'all doing, okay? We breaking news. We were the first ones to even breathe the air about Mikey Garcia talking about vacating. We were the first one to breathe that air into y'all minds, okay? We were the first one to talk about, we've been following Porter. We've been following motherfucking Errol Spence. We go to these motherfucking fights, okay? We'll be in motherfucking Vegas, niggas, for the Carnelo. That's who we are. If y'all not following us, we giving you this shit ain't where we this shit don't even buy shoelaces.
Nah, man.
Okay, we do this for y'all. But if y'all ain't following Three Kings, man, getting all this good information, getting all these fight previews and breakdown, even if we get a prediction wrong, we get it wrong. Why? Because the fighter we said that couldn't win fought the way we said he needed to fight to fucking win.
Exactly.
So, man, go ahead, Prodigy. Follow Three Kings, motherfuckers. That's all I can tell y'all, man.
At the end of the day, that's what it is, man. And I'll say it more formal.
Yeah,
You know
y'all
what I'm
gotta
saying?
forgive me. I'm being a nigga today.
Well, man, make sure y'all hit up 3kingsboxing.com to get the latest and greatest in boxing news and information, as well as interviews. Bo had an excellent interview with Tunde Ajayi. That is the manager / trainer for Anthony Yard. He just put that interview up on Facebook. I'll be putting that up on the website as well. You know what I'm saying? So check that out. He's talking a lot of shit about Sergey Kovalev and this whole situation with that WBO title fight. So make sure y'all check that shit out. All right. Make sure you go to Twitter, follow us at 3kingsboxing, Instagram at 3kingsboxing, Facebook.com, where we're really popping. A lot of our shit is on Facebook. Facebook.com/3kingsboxing. Also, don't forget about this podcast. Every Monday and Thursday, 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central, 6:30 Pacific. All right. I appreciate everybody who is in the chat. Cats from abroad coming in the chat, talking that shit. That's what I like to see. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Can't say everybody's name. Too Tough, Eric R., my man Weed Degree. Shout out to 3 Kings Boxing, Corey Cunningham. He put the motherfucking news on Errol, Spence, Shawn Porter out there. It's coming out right the fuck now. All right? Stay tuned. We out.